Hey, everybody. Wanted to share with you what is the number one ingredient you need to succeed. And I'm going to talk about this in the framework of business, but really it doesn't matter if you're talking about creating a relationship or building on a relationship that already exists that you just want to make even greater, or your fitness, you just really want to lose weight or you want to get fit and toned, whatever it is that you are looking to create for yourself. But I'm just going to use the paradigm of business because it just is easier for me to explain this concept through as something concrete. But there's really only one thing, because so much is learnable. Number one, for example, with business, like you might not be able to, you might want to build a business that's incredibly successful, but you can hire out for the things that you're not great at, and you can double down on the things you're wonderful at, and you can hire coaches to support you on the journey so that you have what you need. So like it's all achievable as long as you have this one thing. And the one thing is this true, complete, like whole belief that's unshakable that you are going to have it, and that you are so strongly believing in yourself and in the fact that you are going to have what you want to have, that you become relentless, and nothing and no one is going to talk you out of it. And you're going to try different things if you need to, and you're not going to put a deadline on it where there's no such thing as like kind of quitting from it, because you're going to just keep doing what you need to do until you get the success that you're looking to get. And so you need to be willing to say, like, this is happening. I'm not taking no for an answer. This is what's going on. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I am willing to do whatever it takes to make this happen. Now, you don't have to kill yourself working hard, and up all night and not sleeping and hustle, hustle, hustle. That's not necessary. But you can say, like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this happen, and I will create it on my terms the way I want. And that's the beauty, is that once you get really clear on the fact that you're not giving up under no circumstances, you will have what you want with your success, you get to pick how you want to create it. And by how, I mean, do you want support or do you want to do it alone? Do you want a system or do you want to have your more kind of autonomy to go in and out of trying different types of things and experiment? For me, what works best for me and the people I work with is having some freedom to understand best what it is that you need in order to move forward, but also heavy on support, because at the end of the day, like, you can't just make this choice once that you're not going to give up and you're going to keep trying and that you're going to have success. You have to be willing to every single day have that high level of commitment. I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve. I'm going to be successful at my business. So, and I'm not going to stop. Like in my business, if I see other people have the kind of success that I want, I'm not going to allow that to hold me back. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get what I need, what I want, both. And I'm going to do it on my terms and getting clear on what those terms are. So like for me, I'm not going to sacrifice on family time. I'm not going to sacrifice on personal time. Like, I'm just not going to do that. Now, it might take me a bit longer. I'm willing to expand my timeline, but at the end of the day, like, my clarity in saying I'm going to do whatever it takes, I believe this is going to happen, is the tipping point for my success. That means I'm going to be willing to invest in like top level people to help. And that's going to also make up for the fact that I'm not willing to put in all the hustle 24 hours a day. So I think if you're someone who wants to build a business and you have other outside responsibilities and you want your own personal time and freedom and all that kind of stuff to focus on your wellness, then are you willing to invest in the level of support you would need to collapse time and get the results that you're looking to get the coaching that you need, if that's what you need, to take the program that you need to take, if you need a program, and to be open to saying yes to opportunity, to be open to investing in yourself for the long game, because you know you're here to stay and you're willing to stick with the process, whatever it looks like. And I think most people end up becoming complacent because they accept, like, I can be happy even if my business isn't what I want it to be. And yeah, of course you can, but happiness is not the same thing as excellence. And if you want to achieve a certain level of excellence, then you get both. You don't have to pick one. You can be happy and achieve excellence. You get to do it your way. My only, the whole game is don't get to a point of saying I quit. be like in the game the whole time and don't leave. For me, that means I need the right people at the right time to support me through the things that I need, whether that be around mindset or that be around strategy, or I need to outsource some technical things so that I don't have to deal with it, whatever it looks like. But like, I want to be in it for the long game, and I want to be in it for the big picture. So I'm willing to enlist the people that I need so that I don't burn out. Because in order for me to do this happily and in a way that I'm not exhausted, and me staying in the game, I need that support. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Like, you just don't find people who make a ton of money and who are highly successful in business who are not willing to invest in themselves. Like, it just doesn't exist. You either have people who want to try to, cut corners and not spend the money, and then they end up making a lot less, or you have people who are willing to really invest in themselves, build themselves up into the most capable version of themselves, create that level of excellence that they want, and then they're able to generate that impact and see it in their bank account. And if your business is a service-based business, then you'll be able to see that impact on how your client is performing and the results of your client and your success of your client. So having that ability to say, I am willing to do whatever it takes. This is happening. I'm not giving up. Here's what's going to be required for me to stay in the game. Here's what's going to be required for me to have longevity, that I am not quitting. I'm going to relentlessly pursue what I want till I have it. And I'm not going to, and also like a commitment around like not being frustrated on Tuesday when you don't have the results for Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, allowing the process to be the process and having the support you need to allow that to take pleasure in that process. Because again, the whole game is staying in the game. And if you can't take pleasure in the process and you get frustrated that your results for Wednesday are not coming on Tuesday, then you're out. You just took yourself out of the game. So whatever you need to stay in the game, whether it's all the sleep that you need, all the meditation, all the prayer, all the coaching, all the programs, whatever you need, but trade it for your success. Be willing to trade it for your success. Be willing to say, here's what I want, and don't diminish what you want because you're scared. Think big about what you want, and then put it all in and trade it, whatever you have, for that success. And I don't mean sleep, and I don't mean happiness, and I don't mean your personal relationships. I mean your effort, your courage, your creativity, the support you're about to have, the investment you're about to make, whatever it is. Be willing to offer that so that you can keep the time that you want for other things to yourself, and you can stay in the game and get the results that you want. So you can apply this to literally everything. It doesn't really matter what, but the whole idea is the whole game is staying in the game and getting smart about what's going to keep you in the game. And then once you decide, okay, I'm staying in the game, I'm not quitting, and I'm not giving up on my happiness, and I'm not giving up on my sleep, and I'm not giving up on my relationships, I'm going to stay in the game, but I'm not giving up on any of that stuff. Now, what is the best way for me to collapse time so that I can get those results that I want as quickly as I am able to while staying happy and fulfilled? And really being willing to give that. Really having the bravery and self-certainty and self-belief that you're willing to give what you need to give in order to get the results that you want. So the single most important ingredient, the only necessary ingredient, is for you to be willing to say, this is happening, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until I get it. I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts. What takes you away from that space? What is the number one, what is your kind of favorite way, most predictable way from your experience that you are taken away from that place? Do you convince yourself that you're going to be happy without it? Do you find yourself wishing that you were someone else because you clearly are not cut out for whatever it is that you want? Like, what is the thing that's holding you back? And how can you keep yourself in the game? And how can you remind yourself that even if you at one point or another chose to give up, you haven't quit, and you can come back and do it more intelligently. It was just a false start last time. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Bye.